We've got Chef Kyle from HY-Vee with us, and he drove all the way here with all the ingredients. We pulled out our grill because it's the 4th of July, and you can't have a 4th of July without a grill, right?
Absolutely, and what better thing to grill on the 4th of July than some kebabs? And that's what we're going to be doing today.
I'm looking forward to it because, yeah, you could get a skewer and you could put on whatever you want, but you're going to give us a little bit more in-depth look of how you need to season these things and how you can add on a little bit of extra flair to give it that extra boom for the 4th of July. But first, we've always got to go through how to prep our grill because a lot of folks out there don't know how to prep their grill, and I'm not a big fan of propane grills. I'm more of a charcoal guy. But let's go ahead and go over the basic prepping of a grill.
So here we've got the propane grill, and what I like to do is turn my grill up hot and let it kind of get heated so that some of that charcoal and things that may have been left on from the last time are burned up and then loosened, and then we can go in with the grill brush and just give it a good scraping. Just get all that gunk that might have been left from last time off.
And while you're letting it, if you're a charcoal guy like myself, of course, this is the opportunity when you get that first set of flames up and going for the charcoal. This is when you want to start scraping off the grill, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a good time because it's going to be nice and hot from those flames, and it's going to give you the time to do that while you wait for your charcoal to die down. Because you always want to arrange your charcoal in a pyramid form and then get it lit from the bottom. Let it burn for about 45 minutes until it's nice and white, and you can spread those coals out and make them into a nice even bed where you have even heat coming to the grill. And then, like you said, you clean up that grill while those flames are going.
You don't want to cook with flames.
No, you don't want to cook. Don't want to cook it with that flame. It's going to have a bad flavor and just not going to come out well. You're probably going to have some charred outside and raw inside as well.
Something we just touched on a little bit back last time you were on was seasoning your grill. That's something that a lot of people may not know that they need to do. Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you have an old grill or a brand new grill, you want to make sure that those grates are always seasoned well. They seasoned by they have a good layer of oil on them each time that you use them. So what we have here is just a little bit of pan spray. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil. Olive oil is has a little bit lower of a smoke point, so it'll burn up a little bit more, but it has good flavor. Now vegetable oil is really good because it has a high smoke point and it's not going to burn very easily. Now that pan spray is going to coat those grates and make sure that whatever we put on there isn't going to stick, and it's also going to give us an easy surface to work with.
Absolutely, and of course it's you said earlier you can do. Does it add to the flavor of what you're cooking when you use a pan oil or olive oil or anything like that?
The olive oil will give it a little bit of flavor. It's not gonna be really pronounced, but you can kind of tell the difference between when you're cooking with olive oil versus when you're cooking with vegetable oil. It's got a little bit more flavor to it.
All right, what other prep do we have to do before we actually start working with the grill?
Well, we still have this on really high heat, so we've got different kinds of kebabs today. We've got shrimp, we've got chicken, and we've got beef. So we want to put this into sections so that we have a hot section, we've got a medium section, and kind of a low section because they don't all cook at the same rate. So
Okay.
we've got this on high. We're going to leave it on high on the right-hand side here.
For those who are watching on Facebook Live.
And then we're going to turn this middle down to about medium, halfway between the high and the low on this one. And then we're going to turn the end here down to low so that we have a nice surface to... we want to cook our chicken on the low. We want to cook our shrimp on the medium. And then we want to cook our beef on the high.
Gotcha. All right, and of course, it's all about slow. You told me before, and I don't remember the saying, slow is the best, or what are you saying when it comes to grilling?
Low and slow is always great, but some different ingredients call for different heats, so it'll actually switch those around. I said the beef was on the high. It's actually on the medium, and our shrimp will be on the high because we want to cook them really quickly. Now, different ingredients call for different temperatures because you want to cook chicken all the way through, but you don't want it to burn on the outside. And with to a varying degree also with beef, that you don't want to dry the beef out and cook it too much. You want to get it kind of to the medium range, so we cook that on more of a medium temperature. And then the shrimp we want to get cooked really quickly and really hot, so we cook those on high temperature in order to do that.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about some of the ingredients here when it comes to what we're cooking today. We're going to move over here to the prep table because when we're getting the flies off the meat. Come on, get out. That's my lunch. That's the worst thing about cooking outside is you've got to always be careful about those darn flies. They will get in there. So, Chef Kyle, what do we have here today? What do we have ingredients-wise?
So today we're working with chicken in the kebab order that we're talking about. Is we're working with chicken, which we've seasoned with a little bit of seasoning, salt, and oil, and we've let that marinate. And then we've got beef, which is not seasoned at all yet, and we cut those, each of these, into 2-inch by 2-inch cubes. And then we have some shrimp here, which are lightly seasoned with sweet bourbon seasoning.
Ooh. So is it going to give it a little bit of a spice there?
Yeah, a little bit of spice, yeah.
Oh,
A little
nice.
black peppery spice.
Okay, so that gives, and we're showcasing it now on our Facebook Live, facebook.com/WIBW News. Now, one thing I've never seen somebody do here is you've got the skewers in water. Why is that?
Yeah, you always want to soak your skewers when you're making kebabs in water because it will reduce splintering.
Oh.
And that's the last thing you want is one of your guests to have a splinter in their gum. So
That would be bad.
it's a good way to make sure that doesn't happen.
So watch out for the wood. All right, what else do we have here?
All right, we've also got black beans and corn, and that's going to go into our quinoa salad that we're going to make. A little bit different, a little bit healthy, and just some kind of flair for your party for the 4th of July. Give it a nice difference. Make it different for your guests.
Okay.
We also have some stuff for kebabs, which are the red peppers and the zucchini and squash, and then we have a cucumber, tomato, and cilantro salad that we're going to put together. And then also for the kebabs, we have mushrooms and the tomatoes and the red onion.
All right. And any other ingredients, any other stuff that we absolutely need for the kebab making?
Well, you got your marinades. You always want to have different kinds of marinades. I've got a lime garlic for our. We're going to throw a little bit more seasoning on that chicken.
And as for those who are on Facebook Live, take a look at that. That is the Mrs. Dash marinade. Looks good. Lime garlic.
Absolutely. And then we have the steak soak, which is from our Hickory House line, and we use that on our beef.
Okay, so we got a steak soak marinade. We've got the lime, and then what's the golden Italian dressing for?
Oh, this is actually going to go on to our tomato salad, tomato and cucumber salad. It's the glue that holds it together.
Okay, gotcha. All right. All right, so we've got all of our ingredients. We're ready. We're set to go. The grill is going.